So we took the hammock I'm in and we wrapped it on the other side of the luggage rack and brought it down, and Coda just knocked out a bottle of water. Anyway, and then we attached ourselves over here to this tree behind us. But the cool thing is we can hang right next to each other. Fist bump me. What? Oh! So, yeah, we like it. Cool thing, we came here and there was no place to hang. We paid for our spot after we found a spot. Went back to our spot, and all of our spots were taken, weren't they?
Yeah.
Like all of them. I don't mean by like just one person. I'm talking like huge families. People brought refrigerators. They were plugging in extension cords. And we kind of told the DNR that we weren't about that business. We just wanted a place to hang our hammocks.
Yeah.
And she said we can hang in the private zone, the authorized zone. So
that's actually kind of cool.
Really cool. So we parked the van over like this, doing some car camping, and yeah, we got all this to ourselves. We didn't go over there to hang the hammocks because for some reason Coda, who's sitting on the driver's seat right now, he will not go over there. So
he's used to our
yeah, he's used to our property, but he would not go over there. And I think that grass line right there, it looks like his property line at home where his electric fence is, and he just stays about 5 feet from it and barks. So well, I guess there's worse things. But we seriously got this awesome spot. We're going to get our hammocks set the rest of the way up. We're going to put a tarp over us. And I think we were going to use 2, but I think we're just going to use 1 tarp tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Since we're so close and we're just kind of chilling out next to each other, which is cool. So, all right, we'll catch you guys in a bit. I just popped the pot stand on there. You can see the stove is gasifying wonderfully. I'm going to throw a couple sticks on top just to kind of keep everything going. It's got a great burn to it. I'm going to get our hamburger going. Look at that, doesn't that look great? All right. Hamburger is rocking and rolling. This stove is doing a great job. Now, the stove that I had before does not have that bottom catch. And that does something pretty awesome because this stove is definitely gasifying extremely, extremely well. Over the top of me here, Keegan has this tomahawk. But what are you doing over there?
I'm hammering it into the ground so if any wind comes, it doesn't blow away it. It pulls on the sticks.
Oh, so if the wind comes, it won't blow your umbrella away, huh?
Yeah.
What's your umbrella doing right now?
It's protecting my bow and arrow from getting wet.
Protecting your bow and arrow from getting wet?
Yeah.
I like the way you think. Alright guys, well while we're waiting for the beef to cook over there, I went ahead and dumped 2 cans of this diced tomato with roasted garlic and onion. That saves me from having to cut up an onion and a piece of garlic. And now I've got my tomato in there instead of having to use stewed tomatoes. So then, what I've also got here is I've got a can of kidney beans, a can of chili beans. Let's see here, what else do I got? I have a barking dog. Pinto beans and some green chilies, some tomato sauce, and last but not least, somewhere over here I have a baggie with some chili powder, some garlic powder, and a little bit of onion powder in there. That's pretty much it. And that should be, hopefully with the 1 pound of beef, should be enough for a nice bowl of chili for Keegan and I. And tomorrow we wanted to have some eggs and chili. It sounds weird, but we thought it sounded good when we were talking about it, because we were thinking about having, of course, leftovers. And then also for tonight we have, we also have Fritos.
And Jiffy Pop.
And some Jiffy Pop, baby. We got some Fritos for the chili, but we're really excited about our dessert, which is going to be some Jiffy Pop.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get stirring this beef, getting this stuff ready here, and we'll be back to you once we get everything kind of put in here. All right, well, it's raining on us again. We're dry, so I guess it's not really raining on us, but it's raining all around us. So anyway, the beans are ready, the meat is done, but Keegan really wants to cook the Jiffy Pop right now. So go ahead, Keegan, put it on there.
Yay.
Jiffy Pop is his most favorite thing to cook. We did it last week and he absolutely loved it, so he's ready to do it again. Now you gotta listen for that first pop. And as soon as we hear that first pop, you gotta start shaking it, okay? Getting ready to go, folks. Oh, don't stop shaking. You don't want to burn it. Getting ready to go, because once it goes, it goes.
Do I put it on? No,
There you go, you got it. You just got to keep on going. Ready, set, shake it.
Oh, yay. Look at it.
Yeah. Here it goes. Listen to what it is. Keegan, shake it, buddy. Shake it. You don't want it to burn. You got to shake it.
I can smell it.
There you go. Keep shaking. Keep shaking. Don't stop.
Smells like the movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite part. Look at it. Whoa!
Good job. Keep going. Keep going until you don't hear it pop anymore.
I feel like it's going to explode on me.
Okay, you're done. Pull it off. Pull it off so you don't burn it.
I hear it.
There you go. Good job. Okay, now let's get this meat.
Now let's open it.
Not yet. Let's let it cool down a little bit. Let's get this meat inside this chili, okay?
Looks like...
All right, we're gonna put this pot right on top of the stove. Actually, before we do that, we're gonna drop a couple more of these nuggets that we cut just inside of there, so we don't have to worry about trying to feed it.
This is where the popcorn is at.
Yep. Okay, here we go. We just dropped a couple nuggets in there. We're gonna put this pot up on top, which it was literally made for, like so.
I can still kind of hear it popping.
And I think we may have had too much meat. Well, maybe not. You know what? It'll all cook down anyway. So I'm gonna mix this up really good. I just dropped the meat in top, and we're gonna add more spices to it, and we'll be back. Look at that. It's raining all around us. We got some nice chili cooking. Now, the amount of chili that's here, granted, we're gonna have some. And that's kind of what we were gonna do. We were gonna try some chili and eggs tomorrow. Or some chili and egg burritos. We don't know. We got plenty of stuff in our chuck box over there that we can make for breakfast. So I'm just hoping this cooks down a little bit. It's gonna be awesome. And hopefully Keegan's hoping that the other campers and the other sites quiet down a little bit, because he's not about all that noise. As you can tell, the chili is definitely cooking down and it is boiling. I'm just rotating it here to make sure that we don't burn the base of it. I don't think that would happen really in this pot, considering that the flames are licking up along the inside, because this is a double-walled pot. But I don't want to chance it. I'm not familiar with this pot enough yet to say that wouldn't happen. But it is cooking down, and we're going to keep cooking it down. And be ready to eat in probably about another, maybe 5-10 minutes. We'll let it sit a little bit. Alright, we're going to use our Stanley bowls that come with our Stanley pot. That was the pot that I was using last week to cook in. And of course we've got our heavy cover sporks because we're fans. But this case, Keegan, hold up that case that you're holding in your hand. This case right here was made by P&W Bushcraft. And it was actually kind of a sample case to, okay, pull it open. I pulled this cinch tight. It was actually a sample case that I had made, okay, so you can get them out now, for a stove. And we were just a little bit off, but what did happen is I could fit 2 Toaks 450 milliliter cups in there if Keegan can get them out.
You pushed them in tight.
Well, they're not that snug of a fit.
Now I can
Here, turn it over upside down and just dump it out. Well, they went in a lot easier. There you go, pull.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Okay, pull. So, the funny thing about these cups are, if you guys remember, I did a video on this cup right here some time ago because I could not get a Toaks lid factory. So I went and ordered this awesome lid and really like it a lot. Well, Toaks saw my video and they said, well, hey, we have one available, we'll send it to you. So they sent me that other mug with their lid. Where's the lid at, Keegan? Oh, right here. Which is a cool lid, has a locking little handle on there, but that was really cool, so I appreciate it. You know, it's just another cup for us to use, and we do use them. So we're going to drink some Ovaltine now because that's one of our favorite things to do while we're waiting for our chili to kind of set up. You serving us, Keegan?
Yep.
Alrighty. Oh, bugs flying all around him.
What's that mean?
Alright, Keegan just mixed up his Ovaltine. Let's see how it tastes, man. You want to use both your handles so you don't spill it on yourself?
Oh.
There you go.
Them both.
How is it good? Yeah, we love it. I know it's not like your canteen cup, but I figure I'm going to keep these in our chuck box.
I don't like the taste of metal, though.
You want me to get you a plastic cup?
No. I don't really like plastic either.
What, do you want a glass cup?
Mm-mm. This is perfect.
See, when you drink out of your canteen cup, you never said that you don't like the taste of metal. That is fairly new. We've only used it twice, though. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe. How's the Jiffy Pop?
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. Cool. These bugs are going crazy around us, but they're not touching us. And there's why. Right here. It rained on it a little bit, but...
That's what makes it cooler.
Yep. Skin So Soft. We use Skin So Soft, and the bugs do not touch us. So... we're all right.
And
with
also,
that.
they're not touching me because I'm all geared up.
And because you're all geared up. Yeah, they're not touching you because you've got long sleeves, you got a hat on.
And I got long pants on.
You got pants on. I'm going to turn this light off so we can get our food so these bugs will go away.
Yeah.
Let them go back up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, back up there towards our light.
Yeah.
I lost my focus on you. I lost my focus. Okay. Another thing that comes with that Stanley pot is it has a spatula, and it has this ladle. Okay, give me your bowl, bud. Oh, you got some milk. It's okay if you got Ovaltine in it. Here, put it up here so you don't. You want more than that?
Yeah, I love chili.
All right. Here we go. You want some sauce too?
Sure. I like Mom's chili too.
Oh, I like your mama's chili.
Put some Fritos on.
All right.
Look, it's almost gone.
Well, believe it or not, we actually went through quite a bit. That'll be enough for breakfast tomorrow, I think.
Yep.
And Keegan put Fritos on our chili. I'm gonna pull the ladle out here and put the lid back on.
And we found love right where we are.
And Keegan's gonna sing to us, and we're gonna eat some food. So,
What about Grace?
oh, we're gonna say grace. You wanna say grace now?
God, thank you for this food. Thank you that we're out in the woods again. And we have our dog Coda with us. And we're just enjoying the time. Amen.
Amen. Go ahead and take a bite. I'll get your first bite. For our first bite rule, you're gonna take a big old scoop of it.
Yep.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's going to be hot, I know.
Oh, I got cheese too for it. Do you want me to get some cheese and put on top of it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be back. Let me get the cheese. Okay, we're back. I brought the cheese. I put some on his chili. I had it in the cooler and I almost, well, we literally almost ate without it. All right, so give us your first bite for the first bite rule. Per tradition. You get yours ready and I'm gonna get mine ready.
Look, the cheese already melted.
Oh yeah. Good? Mm-hmm. Look, you should see all the bugs on the camera. Keegan went to the bottom of his hammock on the ground so he could, or his net, not his hammock, so he could sleep on the tarp and on the ground with the dog. Good morning, guys. How's it going? We are, well, I'm awake. Somebody else is waking up still. I used my son Dorian's hammock, this blue one here. Mine ripped out 2 weeks ago. I ripped out the bug screen. I was going to get it repaired, but I went ahead and ordered another hammock, so I'll show you guys that one when it comes. But until then, I borrowed Dorian's, and take you over here and give you a look at his real quick. It is the one nice hammock. You know, I paid $14 for this thing on Amazon. That's right, $14. Now the straps that it came with were not these. These straps were gifted to me from a friend of mine by the name of Tistod. They're phenomenal. And they're super long and stretchy. I tied them up to the top of the car there. Now you see that little X I put up there in the top? I have one here as well. Started raining on us last night, and that's what I kind of hung up on here. And I didn't want water to come running down these lines, so I tied them together and put some rain drops on there. But the problem with the bug net here is, even when you have these hung up, it's a lot like the Grand Trunk Skeeter Beater bug net, and it just either goes straight up in the air and then your whole hammock kind of cocoons you. So I just put these spreader bars in there, just a couple sticks, nothing major. This one even fell out and it was still holding, so.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
So, anyway, was it a good hammock for $14? Yeah, just, I mean, here, this is what it came with as far as the latches and the supports. This line right here is a test that we were gonna do for a homemade underquilt. Gotta come up with another idea. Just always trying new things, you know. But anyway, for somebody who's getting new into hammock camping or whatever else, a $14 hammock is not bad. And this little monster down here, he's got, oh bless his heart, he's got his knife and his saw and his tomahawk and his canteen kit next to him. So, he is sleeping on the ground on his pad on the tarp because his buddy inside the net because his buddy here is kissing my face was sleeping on the tarp. Keegan got out of his hammock and slept on the ground next to his dog. So hey, I showed you last night, but yes, we have a purple emergency umbrella, but Keegan tied his umbrella down to the ground so it wouldn't blow away, and then stuck his bow and arrows, I guess would be proper. Come on, Coda. Underneath there so it wouldn't get wet from the rain. Already took down the Funky Forest tarp. That thing's just massive, and
Take Coda off of his leash now.
no, because there's dogs that are running all over the place. So we're not taking him off his lead. See? Good morning, honey.
Good morning.
Let's go get some water. Hey, let's show them our chuck box in the daylight, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'll show them. You wake up. Okay. I'll show them the chuck box. You get dressed and we'll go get some water.
Daddy, when you woke up, did you take a picture of me?
I just did. I took a little picture of you when I woke up. So here is, in the daylight, our chuck box. Told you guys before, I wanted something that I could have the boys get. It wasn't too, it's a nice handle, and then you pick it up, it's got wheels on it, just like a little cart. It's awesome. But I do the latches on the sides here, and you can open this way, like that, or you can just open it just to get to your top contents. You can lock it when it is together so people cannot get in there. You can run a hasp through there or a padlock. I mean, I guess if you're in kind of a shady place, that would be a good idea, or if you worry about people getting into your stuff, that'd be a good idea as well. But it's pretty sturdy, pretty rigid. I mean, I don't know how long these tires are gonna last, but we'll see. $50 I think is what I spent for it, but I'm able to fit coffee, some extra food in here, my large cooking pot, some skillets, some plates, kettle of course, some extra Jiffy Pop, Spam, it's for breakfast, and then like some apple butter, which we like to have on bread, and then some emergency food, some tamales, some honey, yeah, just Ovaltine, which we don't leave without. I've got my Zebra Billy pot in here, Billy can, my 14 centimeter water filter bowl. In case I want to do some baking, got the entire baking kit in there as well. So, yeah. And there's more that actually goes in here. We've got, that dog is going to drive him nuts. Don't be barking at him. Just because he's off his lead and not being a good puppy, you don't have to be like that too. Come on. get over here. We've got our other skillet. We used the SilverFire Scout Stove last night. Got our 2 Lucy lights over there, getting some sun, charging up. And then pretty much really it that we keep in here for right now. I think it'll grow even more so. Alrighty, well, we're gonna go get some water and get some coffee on. Sound good?
Yeah.
Alright. Funny thing is I went and filled up my platypus bags. And yes, this is not the original platypus cap. This is a Sprite bottle cap because we lost this cap a long time ago. But at any rate, we filled up my 2 bottles, which we normally use for water when we're out here, or we'll use our Nalgene bottles if we have our bags with us for hiking. But I think I can get a larger bag now. I looked at the larger, like the 7 and the 5 gallon bag water containers are collapsible. I'm sure I can get one to fit in here. So probably gonna go that route for this box. Like I said, this is the car camping box though, so this will be just for car camping or probably for hot tenting.
Yeah.
Well, we will be able to pull it in and use our stuff out of it. But anyway, before I get that going, we're gonna get a quick brew on, and then we're gonna go collect some firewood. We're gonna use the Firebox Nano Titanium. Which I don't think any stove is friendly to use when you're using one hand. And I've got my Trangia burner right up here. Sweet. I moved over a little bit. I was on the edge of the table, but anyway, some of you may remember when I ordered this aftermarket. So if you guys have the GSI kit and you would like to order the cup kit with it, which is the 1 cup, and if I can do it one-handed here, in between there is the insulated cup. You can get it for, I believe it was like $5 is what I paid. That's awesome. So letting that stove get ready. Alright, well, we are cooking up and chopping up some of this chorizo spam. It's really good when it's mixed with eggs, make it into a burrito. So you will see that momentarily. Gotta get it cooked up though. I've never tried it uncooked. Let me try it. Yeah, it's not bad, but it needs to be cooked up and mixed with eggs. Oh yeah. We had an issue with broken eggs last week, and this is just a way to not have that happen. It doesn't look exactly excellent, but it works. So the SilverFire Scout Stove that I'm using today is a TLUD stove. It is a top light updraft stove. So you fill the stove with wood, you light it on top, and then what it'll do is it will suck the air in through these bottom holes. Okay, it's double walled in that secondary chamber right here. So it will suck the air in up into the chamber, superheat it, gasify it, and come out those nice holes. So if you want a good gasification when it comes to this stove, remember, top light, updraft, or else you're going to be feeding a stove while you're trying to cook. So just a little tip there, if you want to get a good burn on these type of stoves, always fill it, light it, and let it do its magic. So as I'm cooking and that dog is barking in the background, I just want to comment on this GSI Bugaboo skillet. I've been using it for, geez, I don't even know, years. I've been using it for years for sure. And you know, it has some wear and tear. I used it on my firebox there. It got a little too hot. Before I learned, you know, a little bit, you know, with the wind and all that good stuff. But I have to say something about this Teflon. It is an amazing skillet. So if you have a skillet and you're having issues with it and you think it's subpar and it's just not doing a good job, I paid $20 for this 8-inch aluminum Teflon coated skillet, and nothing, if you see that, nothing sticks to it. Whenever I'm done cooking with this skillet, I literally just have to wipe it out. It has the best Teflon I've ever used. And don't use metal when you're cooking with it. Some people don't care. If you want to keep it in good repair, don't use metal. But here, let me pull this back in. I'm cooking eggs here, you know. I didn't grease the pan. I mean, I did cook some chorizo in there, but you know, I cooked pizza last week and I was using my heavy cover titanium skillets, and while they are lightweight and I do like them for that purpose, they don't compete against this. This right here, this non-stick goodness, and a $20 price tag, in my opinion, makes this probably the best skillet on the market in the folding handle. I absolutely love it. But that's my opinion. I love it. I cook quite a bit, but you know, maybe I don't cook as much as others do outside, so I like it a lot though. Really do. Alright, we're gonna pull this off. I added some more wood in there, and we're gonna put this chili right back on. We kept that sealed up and we kept it in a nice cold area, so it should be good still. We're gonna heat it back up because that's what we plan on doing anyway. Chili the next day. It's like spaghetti the next day. It's always better. Always. Okay. Look at the size of those tortillas. They're ginormous. Come here, Keegan. Come here. We're gonna fill this ginormous burrito shell with our filling. All right, well, the chili is just about boiling again, but let me show you something. Look how efficient this little stove is. That's the wood that I put in there when I was done cooking the Spam and eggs. I'm really kind of liking this pot and the stove. I'm really digging it. It's very, very fuel efficient. Like I said, as long as you use these stoves the way they're supposed to be used, they're very efficient. So I like the catch on the bottom, the ash pan. They even installed, you can't really, well, you kind of can see it there. I think what that also is doing is that is allowing the stove to catch the embers and to hold more heat in there to once again gasify even more so. So I just can't be messy when I'm cooking with this pot. Yeah, oh well, it's getting used. Oh, did you spill it?
Yep.
All right, well try your burrito and
Okay.
chili and cheese and
Do I cut it up?
however you want to take a bite. Doesn't matter.
Sorry. Fine. No, I don't want to get my hands dirty.
Why don't you take it from the other side that's already cut?
Oh.
Oh, wait. Oh, was it a quick thumbs? Is it good?
Mhm.
So this meal, which is chorizo and eggs and leftover chili from last night, took a total of less than 10 minutes to actually make. It's pretty good. I said it looked pretty good, but it is pretty good.
Did Coda get anything to eat today?
Well, Coda will have his breakfast, yes. Not this. This probably wouldn't be good for a dog. Okay, so the SilverFire Scout Stove and the Mini Dragon pot, it's a 2-liter pot. It did a great job. It really did a great job. The stove did phenomenal. The stove actually, I only threw wood in it 2 times during the time of making the chili from the time I had it fully loaded. And I only threw wood in it 1 time from the time it cooked our breakfast, and then I warmed the chili back up from the cooler. So it was already cold chili going back in there, and it came up to a boil no problem. Now the tinder, or the wood that I was using was probably only about a 1/2 inch in diameter and about 2.5 inches long, 1.75 inches long, depended. But I wasn't using big wood. It was really efficient, and we liked it. But the question is for us is if it'll do like a chicken noodle soup with raw chicken instead of cooking it beforehand, letting the way that we like to make it. So that's what the review is going to be over. This is just really a first look at the stove as we're out, you know, doing some car camping. So we enjoy it. We enjoyed it. And we will see you guys again on the next one. See ya.